everybody, and welcome to Ira. This is a demo that's on Steam right now, and you can actually go to their Kickstarter, and I believe you can still kickstart it, but I'm not too sure. But this is just a demo. This is Act 1, the prologue. And the premise to the game sounded really interesting, and it looked really cool, too. So we're going to go ahead and hit begin, and I believe it's a point-and-click game, so it might be a little bit different than some of the games that I'm used to, but we will get through this. I'm sure of it. Please note, the current Ira demo contains pre-alpha gameplay, so obviously this will not be representative of what the final product might look like. But if it does, I mean, it looks good, what it is. The smell of rocket fuel hangs in the air, even this far outside of town. The year is 1932, and summer fades over the land surrounding Pilgrimage as launch day fast approaches. Anticipation fills the air, and the world's gaze is drawn to the tiny town as the final trains make their way into the station.
Good evening. You're listening to Pilgrimage News Radio, where the words are as true as they are fresh. I'm Cuddy Copper, and I'll be your host tonight. The town is abuzz to the launch of the Holocene only weeks away, and the Pilgrimage will once again be thrust into the world's spotlight. Earth's first interstellar vessel will depart.
Somebody's just wasted.
Traversing the void of interstellar space in order to explore the mysteries of the lithic system. Don't forget to pick up your viewing tickets for the launch. There might be a few left if you have the pocketbook. In other news, the Martian mining season is once again upon us, and many listeners have noticed the influx of seasonal workers in town. Keep in mind that the world is watching, so please, let's all be on our best behavior, and save the hooliganism and rabble-rousing for the mines. We don't need any incidents to the press.
Interesting. Is this even based on Earth, or is this like a colonized Mars? Because I heard something about Mars mining or something like that. Very, very interesting. Huh. Well, looks like it'll be just me and you riding the rest of this line, pal. I suppose so. I'm not sticking around here. You and me both, pal. I hear there might be some work up north. Just a rumor, though. Either way, types like you and me ought to be steering clear of Pilgrimage right about now. What's so wrong with Pilgrimage? Well, you're not gonna find any work there. That's a sure. Not unless you plan on hauling it up to Mars. Intel Co. owns that town. Between the miners headed for Mars and that Holocene, it doesn't seem like the kind of place I'd like to get caught up. Last ride out of Mars leaves soon, so miners are crawling all over that town. I know work's scarce, but damn. To be desperate enough to sell your soul to Intel Co. and go mine in the red sand? Poor bastards. Nobody will even notice them, though. Everybody's got their eyes on the Holocene. All these rich folk heading into town for launch day, Intel Co. will sure to keep types like us out of the way. It's all just profit for Intel Co. They don't care who has to suffer to make a buck. I'm really loving the animations of the characters and stuff like that. It's just small things, but for some reason I always pick up on those, and I love them. Pilgrimage, gateway to the stars. Gateway to nothing if you ask me. The whole thing's a sham. Folks there are as poor as everywhere else. It's all a show. If you're living in that town, then Intel Co. good as owned you. Nope, there's nothing for us there in Pilgrimage. That town is a dead end. Okay. I wonder how far in this game the demo will actually go. I'm very interested now because of the fact that now it seems to be based in the future or some sort of like alternative like world that we live in. So I guess it is on Earth, but you have to go to Mars for work or something like that. Still miles from town, a tiny farmhouse sits alone amongst the fields. A place a young boy named Ira calls home. Oh, Ira. Hi there. I didn't hear you come in. Oh, okay. So, I apparently am Ira. There you go. I'm just finishing up the car here. Did you need something? Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, thank you, Ira. Sure, I could always use an extra hand. I'm just trying to get the car back up and running before I run out of time here. Before I leave, I mean. I can't leave you and your mother here all winter with the car breaking down every couple miles. Aren't you excited to go to Mars again? Well, no, it's not like that, Ira. It's hard work, and just feels very far from home. It isn't nearly as glamorous as all that Holocene business going on. I know you're interested in all that, all the buzz around a ship headed to a new star. But mining on Mars, it's just work. At least the car will be in good shape before I go. Could you bring me that wrench from above the workbench? Ah, hello. Oh, I don't know. I just love this kind of animation, so. Alright, so I got the wrench. There's gasoline. Okay. Oh, okay, so I can... Okay, so should I give the wrench to him? Is that what I'm supposed to do? There you go. Here you go, Dad. Take that wrench. Take it from me. Yes, thank you. Just a few turns here. Alright, now I just need a fuel line to replace this one here. I think there's one out in the barn. Could you run out and see if you can find it? Sure. Alright, let's head on outside and we'll go to the barn and see if we can find a fuel line for the old car. The night air was crisp, a cool wind moving in from the north, catching up the last of summer's warmth. Alright, where's the barn? Am I headed the right way? I do not think I am. Alright, I don't think the barn's this way. I think the barn might be this way. Tree swing. The gentle sway of the old wooden swing brings memories of laughter and joy. The thought of summer days with his father working the fields and his mother watching from the porch provides warmth against the cool night air. Alright, let's head on. Let's take a look at the tractor. Dad bought this before he married Mom. He said when he comes home from mining in the spring, he'll teach me to drive it. The hose from the gas tank is exactly like the one we need to finish the car. Oh, okay, let's take it. Why the hell not? Although we could... Ira pulls hard on the old hose. It's so corroded that it easily breaks free, ripping in half. Ira looks down at the rotten, broken hose in his hand briefly before dropping it uselessly to the ground. Alright. Gas runs out of the remnant of hose hanging from the tractor, pooling around the ground and forming small streams into the grass. The tank must have been nearly full. Well, I went and did something stupid, didn't I? Alright, let's head on into the barn. The darkness of the barn is thick, but moonbeams through the cracks give just enough light to illuminate a few boxes tucked in the corner. Something shifts in the upper loft, but it is out of view and concealed by shadows. Ira's voice is swallowed up by the darkness. There's no response. Let's climb up to the loft. Ira climbs the sheer ladder to the upper loft and peers over its edge. The moonlight quickly falls off to blackness and nothing can be made out. Alright, let's search the loft. Why the hell not? Ira steps into the silent darkness, but even from this closer vantage, nothing can be seen. Memory tells him he must be near the far wall, but the feeling is that of standing in an abyss. I just want to explore as much as I can. Ira's hands meet with a metal surface, smooth and cold. The object is large, taller than he can reach, and too far to put his arms around. It is sturdy and finely crafted, unlike anything else on the farm or that Ira has ever experienced. Ira's hands continue to probe the object, and he makes contact with glass, like a small window looking out from his strange vessel. He lays his palm upon the glass, and a startling feeling of nearness to another person falls over Ira. He recoils in sensation, all of this seemingly impossible, but in this darkness, reason has little place. Ira made his way back down the ladder unsure of what he had found, and his fear subsided as he distanced himself from the device. Alright, let's go ahead and search the boxes and find a hose. Mice scurry out as Ira feels around the boxes. He tosses aside old oil-soaked rags, and his fingers quickly find the soft rubber hose. Ira tugs firmly, but is lodged between some rusted bits of junk and won't come free. He pulls again, harder this time, but the hose is lodged tightly. With one final heave, the hose comes free, but knocks the box to the ground and sends its contents bouncing into the darkness. Irish fist tightly closed around the hose, his hand flies upward with force, bumping an old radio concealed by the shadows on the wall, jostling it to life. Ira looks around the darkness of the barn and is overcome with a feeling of unwelcomeness. He hurries out the door, hose in hand. Alright. There's a weird popping that I think is coming from the game. Not too sure. I'm going to guess that that won't be there in the final product, but it's kind of distracting here and there because I keep hearing... Alright, let's go back into the garage and give my dad his hose. That didn't sound right, and I didn't really mean to put it that way, but whatever. Okay, so let's go up to Dad. Hey, Dad, here's your hose. Ah, this damn thing. What? Oh, the hose, right. Hang on a second. The damn threads are stripped again. Cheap Intel Co. trash. They make this garbage to last about a month, I swear. Biggest company in the world, so the bastards think they can do whatever the hell they want. Then they send us off to... Wait. They send us off to sweat and bleed on Mars for next to nothing. If it wasn't for the Union. Bad as things are now, before the Union, we'd have a death every day. Still, most of us can barely afford to buy gear that isn't about to fall apart. Can you believe that? We mine for them up on that godforsaken planet, and we have to buy our own gear. It's a miracle we don't all die up there. But still, a lot of us do. A lot of good men don't come back. There are too many windows in this town because of that damn company. Widows in this town because of the damn company. Windows. God, son of a bitch. This is all gone to hell now. Are you upset because Mom is getting sicker? Well, I can't. It's fine, Ira. Everything's gonna be fine. I just can't think about that. Not right now. We're gonna be alright. All of us. Why don't you head in? Your mother might need a hand with dinner. And I think they're gonna do a special about that holo scene tonight on TV. You don't want to miss that, right? Go on inside, Ira. I just need to spend some more time out here getting this back together. Okay, Dad. I'll see you inside. Okay. Alright, so, Ira, I love you, son. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so I guess what I'll do is Dad's mining gear. I can look at Dad's mining gear. Red dust still coats the mining gear after a summer in storage. Soon it'll be a world away, the only thing between Ira's father and the harsh Martian cold. Alright, let's head on inside. We'll go help Mom with the dinner. Apparently his mom's sick. I can imagine that this game is going to be awesome when it comes out, because I would definitely like to play the full game whenever this actually comes out. Ira? Oh, I didn't know you were asleep. That's alright, Ira. Not quite sleeping. Just tired. I was gonna watch that special on the Holocene with you, remember? Give me a few minutes. I need to wake myself up. Is everything okay? Of course, everything is fine, Ira. It's just been a hard week with your father getting ready to leave and all. It's nothing for you to worry about. Why don't you go watch your special? You can tell us all about it at dinner. Oh, I never did start cooking, dinner cooking. Could you go and do that for me? All you have to do is put the pot on the stove. Everything is made. After you do that, you can go and get your father so we can eat. Okay, I'll put dinner on and then go get Dad. That would be lovely. Thank you, Ira. I'll see you out there soon. I love you. Alright. Alright, so it looks like I gotta go to the kitchen and put the dinner on. If I can get to the kitchen. Although, a TV. No. Attic door. I didn't really want to... There's nothing up there I need right now. It's usually locked anyway. There's like a little door right there. A little crawl space. Alright. Time to go into the kitchen. Okay, where's the pot? There's the pot. Put that on the stove. I don't even have to do that. He just does it himself. Now that I've got supper cooking, I should go get Dad from the garage. Dinner is cooking. I should get Dad from the garage. Is there anything I can look at in here? Ooh, there we go. It's papers. The medical terminology was too foreign for Ira to make any sense of, but he could read his parents' faces when they returned from the doctor with these scraps of paper. The words were meaningless. The only option was to wait. Alright. No, let's go ahead and head on back out here. What's this way? I'm kind of interested. Oh, this is his room. Oh, okay. Ooh, what do we got here? Go to hall. Okay, well, there's not really I can do except for go back to the hall. So, I went in my room for no actual reason. That's good. Okay, so let's go back and get my dad from the garage. So that way we can eat. Alright, so now the TV is completely... And my mom is gone. And there's a horrible sound the closer I get to the garage. Alrighty. The sound of water floods the senses, washing away an old reality, leaving behind only the shell of Ira's former life. Oh, is that it? That's where you're gonna leave me? Memories ring out like echoes, fading in a slow procession of years gone by. The past decays and the future remains unseen. Time presses forward blindly, unaware of its mortal passengers. The flow of hours turning into decades carries Ira down its twisting streams. It carries his father to distant Martian mines, the Tharsis fields in Telco. It sweeps up his mother, his home, and his burying. Aww, there's a grave over there in the front yard. I guess his mother passed away. That's always sad. And it carries Ira to places he has never known. Oh. Okay, there's still more. Ira finds what feels like stability, washing ashore on the rigidness of a moment lost and alone. But a voice rises within him. It draws him back into the house, like a sign of hope through the murkiness of his reality. Alright, so it looks like I gotta go back inside. I thought for sure it was just gonna end there, but I guess not. So everything's gone. The call grows louder, guiding Ira through this tomb of a home. I'm gonna guess that I'm headed into my room, because that's the furthest point. Oh, no, I can go upstairs. Well, I'll be damned. Let's go upstairs. The inner voice is clear now. It draws Ira up the stairs, promising escape. A familiar feeling comes with the attic's stale air, but it is fleeting. Okay. A distant voice rises through the radio's static. Its tone familiar, but the words too muffled to make out. The sound is barely audible, but Ira finds comfort in the noise beneath the static. Closing his eyes, Ira focuses on the voice. Words reveal themselves. How can we know where we have been? Only by looking backwards. It is where we all have... Wait, it is where we have all come to... Okay. But knowing what has been is not knowing at all. It went away too fast for me to read. Do you know where you will be? Nothing is certain, no way is set. Your perspective is flawed, but you must know that. You wouldn't have come otherwise. You couldn't have come. Do you know where you are? Of course, you couldn't know, could you? Not in this way. Wake up. Okay. This game took a weird turn real quick. What in the hell is that thing? Ira's mind slips through the years, escaping time, caught up in the void. But the mind re-emerges, called back into the slow march of time after years of suspension. Okay, so he's been in like cryo sleep and all that was in his head. Ira's head throbs with pain. He can barely focus on a single thing. The room is familiar, but it is a distant memory. His mind is unable to recall why he knows the place or when he has been there. That is vibrating my ears. Initializing power-up sequence. Errors 2932-3402. Attempting bypass of faulty systems. Method failed. Please contact administrator. The elevator's power returns a crack of switch. From above, life emerged from the tunnel's dusty speaker. A voice emerges from the static. I cannot speak at all. These rats again, destroying my ship wire by wire. Back, vermin! Flee with the sound of my voice. I just repaired this unit, you miserable rodents. Although this is the first time the rats have powered up any systems. That is fascinating. Computer log. Record event on arrival in the lithic system plus 1082. Rats have transitioned from wire chewing to attempts at utilizing ship systems. Motivation unknown. Hello? Is there someone down there? You're not a rat at all. The ship's logs show that all stasis pods gave out ages ago. It is a miracle the crew is not dead. Please excuse my informality. Allow me to introduce myself. This is your acting captain, assumed commander of the Holocene 2, the master of this vessel. It is good to have you at my service. It's good to have anyone in my service, actually. We're on a ship? Of course you're on a ship. Or we're on a ship. You're aboard the Holocene 2, crewman. This seems to be obvious information. Your mental state may be worse than I expected. How would you describe your current condition? I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I don't have any records of a sensation of being hit by a truck. But it is good that you're holding up to memories of Earth. Nostalgia is a powerful antipsychotic. We'll keep a close monitor on your status. Please feel free to report any feelings of nausea, increased heart rate, hallucinations, or the sensation of death. Given to our situation, I'm clearing you for duty. Congratulations. You'll have some catching up to do, especially after the incident, but I'm sure you'll rise to the occasion. What incident? Ah, yes. Day 1 of arrival of the lithic system. The ship's automated systems were compromised. The system is flooded with electromagnetic interference, which wreaked havoc on the electrical grid. By the time I assumed the role of captain, the status chambers had succumbed to the surge. But the ship was saved. I took control of navigation manually, just in time, too. Our mission shall continue, though we may be delayed by the inconvenient mass loss of life among the crew. But you're here now. You are undoubtedly in a state of great confusion. Allow me to reacquaint you with the Holocene 2. Okay, so everyone's dead but me. As you can see, stasis pods will not be in short supply. Everybody died but me. That's spectacular. Though their occupants will need removal. I can't imagine that will be a pleasant task. But I, of course, have to do it, because the captain won't do it. Oh, no. At least we'll be making good use of the airlock. It's a little dark and weird, but okay. That's interesting. There's plants all over the place. Welcome to the greenhouse level, where your stress will melt away as you watch the fruits of your labor grow and propagate. I cannot talk. Speaking of which, you've been promoted to head botanist. Well, with the recent loss of the entire biology department. Congratulations. Don't be intimidated by the state of the place. I trust that you'll be able to get things in order in no time. I would suggest making it a priority, though. Most of the food stores were vented into space 4 weeks ago. Are you saying that everyone on the ship is dead? Yes! He's a very happy captain. Moving along. That's very pretty. It's very pretty. I like that. This kind of reminds me of the... oh, crap. Now I'm not going to remember it. The Double Fine game that just came out with, like, Elijah Wood. Or not just came out, but came out a while back. Can't remember the name of it. Science! Welcome to the laboratory level. This is a research vessel, after all. State-of-the-art equipment should make light of work of uncovering the many secrets of the lithic system. I can't seem to locate your scientific background on your file, but no matter. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the lab, make yourself comfortable, and you should be ready to assume the position of head researcher. Again, congratulations. I really must insist that you do not touch the particle accelerator before reading the manual. Even then, please don't touch the particle accelerator. Why are you showing this to me? Don't worry about taking it all at once. I have several volumes of system manuals somewhere. You'll get there eventually. To the next level! Alright, so literally I get to do everything on the ship because everyone's dead. So he's going to congratulate me for being the head of everything as I go. Ah, my pride and joy. The heart of my ship, the engine's core. At my disposal here is the power to bridge the stars, to travel vast distances at great speed, to conquer the expanses. The power would corrupt the mind of a lesser captain. But I assure you, you're in good hands. Just look at it. Take its awe-striking potential. This is actually several pay grades above your clearance level. Why am I allowing you to see this? As your captain, I order you to erase your memories of this place. Do you even know what you're saying? Of course! Our journey is nearing its end. You're about to enter the upper deck of the Holocene 2. Please tell me it's not a computer. It is a computer, isn't it? This is 1082nd day in orbit of Hermes on the outer rim of the lithic system. This is our designated rendezvous point with the crew of the Holocene. Protocol dictates we await docking instructions from the crew on the surface, which has yet to arrive. What are you? Once again, I am the commander of this vessel, commander of the Holocene 2, or captain of the Holocene. But I suppose that's not what you mean. What I am is Z-120, automated control system for the Holocene 2. You're not the captain, you're not even a person. Those are very harsh words for someone who has been napping for 1,082 days. I kid. I may be a computer, that much is true, but I am fully capable of fulfilling my duties despite my limited physical form. Besides, crewmen, with you here, the manifest has doubled. Now our mission is sure to succeed. Oh, good. Bridge interface. Let's mess around with stuff, because we don't know what we're doing, so it's a pretty good idea to just mess around with stuff. I'm just going to kind of let this whole demo play out. It's going to be a little long, and I'm not too sure how long, but I realize you're curious, but please do not break anything. Okay. Loading console systems. Communications. In the static, a sound emerges, a sound that was still ringing in the back of his mind. It flows through Ira's body. That interface has been flooding with all kinds of standard radio channels since we arrived. It has made maintaining ship control something of a challenge. The worst part has been maintaining a stable orbit. Our sensors required radical adjustments to make any sense of navigation readouts. It also may be what killed everyone. Why do I know this sound? You must be mistaken. It is quite impossible for you to have heard this sound, and it is localized in the lithic system, and you only just woke from stasis. Perhaps you're not hearing the signal clearly. Allow me to amplify the receiver. The interference has caused another power surge. Life support has gone critical. You need to evacuate. The lander craft are through the starboard hatch. There's one lander reading as functional. I should be able to access these doors. Don't waste any time. Atmosphere could bend at any moment. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here then. I'm accessing the door's controls. Almost there. There, the door's open. Run! Okay, so the system's interference is blocking planetary transmissions. I'm scanning the surface for signs of settlements. We're descending too fast. We need to decrease our speed. Brace for impact. What's happening? So I'm crash landing on a planet from having been on the Holocene 2. So this is many years in the future. My parents are probably both dead. And now I've landed on this strange planet. And I've crash landed. So that means that I don't have a way home. I'm also all the fuck alone. That's fantastic. Ah, there we go. Act 1, Pilgrimage. Alright, so that's where this act is going to end, I think. I'm not sure, but I think this is where that's going to end. Yeah, okay. So that was Ira, and that was the prologue chapter that you can actually find on Steam right now, and it's actually, they have a demo up that you can play. So definitely check this game out, because I think it's going to be something kind of interesting when it finally comes out. And I'm also going to link their Kickstarter as well, just in case you guys didn't know about it. But remember to hit that like button, comment, and of course subscribe. I am Flog. Are you gaming? Well, you should be. So get out there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody! How did I know that this was going to be the otaku?
By the by, might you be familiar with the...
Look, I can attach the magnet to the end of this stick.
Ah, look at me being smart.